At least 17 people have been seriously injured after a chairlift accident in northern Spain near the French border. Astún, the ski resort in the Spanish Pyrenees where the accident happened, has been closed and rescue services are at the scenes. Well, these are the latest pictures of people being ferried to nearby hospitals by ambulance and helicopter. Local media are reporting a total of 39 people have been injured after falling up to 15 metres from that lift, and 17 are described as being in a very serious condition. Well, for a while, around 80 skiers were stranded, hanging in chairlifts until they were rescued. Spain's Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez has expressed his shock on social media, saying his thoughts are with the injured and their families, while eyewitnesses have described the moment that the lift malfunctioned.
Well, it's as if a cable came loose from the lift and suddenly the whole chair started bouncing and people were flying into the air and spinning.
People started to fall off too because the chairs were bouncing. We all ran as fast as we could and left our skis behind. There were boards falling down.
Let's speak to Jaime Pellegri, who is at the Astún ski resort and was on the ski lift when it collapsed. Jaime, thank you very much for joining us here on BBC News. Tell us what you saw. What happened to you?
Well, hi everyone. It's been a very shocking day. So we were skiing as we normally do on weekends in the Astún resort, and suddenly we were in the chair and it started to fall. It was very quick. Everything happened in like seconds, and we were lucky because in my case, this chair was just at the beginning, and we kind of took the floor, so we reached the floor with the chair, and everything happened in like seconds. So fortunately we felt okay, no injuries, and the people surrounding us in the different chairs were okay, but it's not been the case in the upper part of the chair where it's some injuries and some serious injuries. What
did you see in terms of how far people were falling?
So in my case, we I think like we had to take in the chair like 15 to 20 seconds before, so it was 6 to 7 meters up, and my feeling was like a free fall, like free fall, very quick, very fast, until I think some security system probably functioned, or because when we reached the floor, or the snow in this case, and it was not that fast, so it slowed down a bit. But I think that in the upper part of the chair, probably the distance to the snow was over 10 for sure, and 15 meters distance, so really scary thing.
Obviously, the cause of this accident isn't yet known, but could you see a cable come loose?
We very fast again, but we could say like the cable lost the tensity, or it started to not break completely, but maybe suddenly it's something happened for sure, and in a matter of seconds the chairs in our side, the people who were going up started to fall at the same time altogether. So yeah, again, very scary, but very quick, very fast.
We've just been watching on a little bit of a loop some of the footage that you filmed on your phone. Tell us how quick, here it is now. Tell us how quickly help arrived, because the conditions are excellent for skiing, for sure. And I imagine it could have been very busy this weekend.
Yeah, because again, the conditions were very, very nice. It was cold but very sunny day. So a lot of people in the resort, and my immediate reaction, because I actually got kind of attached to the chair, so I had to get out of the chair on my own, And I couldn't because the distance, once the chair rebounded, it was like less than a meter away. So we tried to help others surrounding us, but everyone was okay. And then in a matter of like 10 to 15 minutes, I think the resort closed, and they announced that it was going to close. And then immediately we started to see some ambulances coming, and then helicopters. When we saw over 4 or 5 helicopters, that's where we realized how important and how relevant the accident had been. Again, for us, it was very lucky that we were in the safest place.
There are reports that some people were trapped on the chairlift after the accident happened for some time. Do you know anything about them? Are they now down and safe?
I mean, the latest that I know is first all the rescue services were attending the injuries, and we saw some people injured in going, down, helped by others, and going down the resort to immediately go to ambulances to different hospitals in the region. And like 1 hour ago, the people in the chair were still there, and I think the emergency systems were preparing a protocol to kind of rescue everyone, hopefully before it's nighttime, and we have still the sun there because it's cold in here, so that's going to be a difficult rescue for sure.
And in terms of how those of you who thankfully were not hurt, what help did you get? Were you advised and moved away, told to leave?
Yeah, immediately. Again, we tried to help the others, and then we saw people working from the resort coming in different transportation methods, and with snow motorbikes and by foot. And some of them were asking everyone if we were safe, and then going up asking chair by chair if people were feeling safe, and everyone kind of tried to move immediately. Then there was an announcement of evacuation of the resort, so they could work better on the rescue and in transporting the injured people, who I believe some of them were even evacuated in helicopter.
Yes, that's certainly the report that we've heard. Jaime, we're really glad to speak to you and very pleased that you weren't injured in this incident. Jaime Pellegri in Astún, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. I wish the best for the injured ones. Thank you.
Thank you.